Hey y'all. Okay, most of y'all have already, been hearing about Xxxtentacion or X uh being killed, okay? He was a young rapper, very positive young man, okay? Sent out very positive messages to the youth. All right? And anyways, he had went to go buy a motorcycle or look at a motorcycle and got robbed and killed, okay? Anyway, so there was, they've been looking for certain men for a while. They do have 2 arrested, but they have indicted 4 of these men right here, and all 4 of them are being charged with murder and with armed robbery. Okay, their names are from left to right. We have Dedrick Williams, Trayvon Newsom, Robert Allen, and Michael Boatwright. This article says rapper Xxxtentacion had $50,000. 4 men had been indicted for killing him to get it. And this article was published today. Before Pompano Beach rapper X swung by Deerfields Beach Riva Motorsports to look at motorcycles on June 18th, he stopped at a Bank of America branch to take out $50,000 in stacks of $100 bills. The $50,000 that was in the Louis Vuitton bag that gunmen stole when they fatally shot X as he and a friend tried to drive out of Riva's parking lot, according to an arrest warrant. Now, 4 men have been indicted for the crime. A Broward County grand jury indicted Michael Boatwright, Dedrick Williams, Robert Allen, and Trayvon Newsom Thursday on charges of first-degree murder and armed robbery with a firearm of the 20-year-old whose given name is Jose Onfroy. Boatwright and Dedrick Williams, both 22, already are in Broward County Jail on charges related to this incident and others. BSO has been trying to find Robert Allen, named Big Rob and Fat Boy, but the 5'9", 300-pound Allen remains at large, as does Newsom. Newsom is the only one of the 4 without prior criminal convictions. The warrant says Allen was seen on surveillance video at Riva with Williams minutes before the robbery. Also, the warrant says Allen was with Boatwright and Tony Robinson, Williams' close friend, when Robinson rented the 2017 Dodge Journey. Detectives say blocked X's BMW as he left Riva's parking lot. Arrest warrants say witnesses and surveillance cameras saw 2 gunmen jump out and take the Louis Vuitton bag, then take X's life. As described in Boatwright's arrest warrant, investigators followed a Dedrick Williams trail to the indicted quartet. Williams' arrest warrant said Riva staff recognized him by his heavily tattooed face as a regular customer, and Riva surveillance cameras spotted him in the store buying a black mask beforehand while wearing idiosyncratic orange sandals seen on his Facebook and Instagram accounts. Boatwright's warrant says Williams originally denied being at Riva on June 18th, but changed his story when detectives told him of the stores near an ominous surveillance camera system. The warrant also says Tony Robinson, so tight with Williams, says she often says she's Williams' sister, rented the Dodge Journey from Miramar resident Tanisha Clark on June 17th for $60 via the Turo app. Robinson told detectives she let Allen have the car and never saw it again. She told cops that the next day, June 18th, she got a call that Newsom had wrecked the Dodge Journey. That crash, a hit and run at 3100 Northwest 19th Street in Fort Lauderdale, happened 3 hours after the robbery. Fort Lauderdale police identified Newsom as the driver. When BSO detectives hit Williams' car and home with search warrants, Boatwright's arrest warrant claims they found the orange sandals, a live .22 caliber round of the same brand as the casings found around the BMW, and a loaded .38 caliber gun. They also found $800 of clothing just bought at Just for Sports in Fort Lauderdale on June 19th. Williams' babysitter told police when Williams came home on June 18th, Williams paid him with a single $100 bill. On Williams' cell phone, the Boatwright warrant says, police found a June 18th video of Williams dancing with a large amount of $100 bills, which he throws out on the floor in front of him, and a June 19th video of a person sitting in the driver's seat of a vehicle holding a large amount of $100 bills in both hands. This clear video shows that the person depicted in the video is Dedrick Williams, not Robert Allen, as he first believed. On Boatwright's cell phone, the warrant says cops found photos of Boatwright taken June 18th with a large amount of $100 bills fanned out in front of him, and one in which he and Newsom were holding a large amount of $100 bills. Also on Boatwright's phone, on June 29th, he searched for information on accessory to murder. You know, this right here has been so sad. Okay? Really sad. Like, I mean, I don't, you know, I've never listened to his music before he died. I've heard a couple songs, you know, since he's been dead and stuff. And this young man he didn't deserve anything like this. You know, he sure didn't deserve for his life to be taken. You know, this guy, this rapper, he's 20 years old, and he was a very positive, motivational person. You know, he was always giving good advice, and you know, he was very depressed. He was a depressed person. You know, he was going through depression and battling things. You know, and some of the things I'm sure we don't know. You know what he was battling, but this young man had dealt with depression, and he was always trying to uplift the youth, and you know, and everything, and speak to them in a motivational way. And for people like that to lose their life so sudden and so short is a sad situation. You know, because a lot of these people that are, you know, in the limelight, celebrities, you know, especially when they're young, you know, but when people see you doing good, when people see that you're doing good and that you're on a positive path, you know, they always try to interfere with that. And the sad thing is, people always want what you got. You know, this man's life was worth way more than $50,000. You can't put a price on a life. You know, his life was worth more than money and all of the other things like that. And it makes me sick that these four men, okay, or should I call them boys, okay, because a real man don't do stuff like this. These boys took this man's life for $50,000, okay? You split that up. That's 10 grand a piece. Is $10,000 really, like, was it worth that? I don't think so. You know? Now they have to go sit in prison on a murder charge, first degree murder charge, okay? For $10,000. Well, a little bit more than 10 grand, okay? Wow. Like 12,000 and something. Alright? Either way, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Like that's nothing. What's a few $1,000s? That ain't nothing. Nothing to be sitting up in jail for, especially on a murder charge. Now, this man has lost his life, and his family has lost him, and not just his family. I mean, look at all the people that this has affected. You know, there's so many fans out here and people that looked up to this young man who are just absolutely heartbroken. You know, I mean, he obviously touched a lot of people in a positive way, you know, and it's sad to see one more, you know, positive person being taken like this, you know. We need more positive influences like that, especially for the young ones. We really need that, because all they see every day, all over the place, is negative. Negative stuff. Things they don't have no business seeing. It's like if they have access to the internet and cell phones and everything else, if they can pull up motivational things, that's even better. That's better for them to look at all day, than a lot of this other garbage that's going around. So I'm going to go ahead and play these couple short videos for y'all.
Dear couples, when it comes to vacations on Florida's Gulf Coast, summertime is snuggle time. And with seasonal values you're sure to love, it's also savings time. Love
situation.
Paradise,
Thank God
Naples,
they
Marco
got
Island,
2 of the
and
men,
the
and I hope they get the other ones. Sad. Me personally, I can't imagine wanting something that someone else has that bad. I mean, first of all, I don't want anything that anybody else has. Like I'm not a jealous person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been this materialistic, jealous person. It's just like if there's something that I would like to have, I go get it. It's like you gotta work to get what you want. You can't just be out here taking from people. I don't know. I think it gets no lower than that. I would be ashamed of myself to be out here sporting stuff, showing stuff off that I took from somebody else. That don't look good. That's not cute at all, to be out here flashing money that you just robbed somebody for. Or, like people be out here riding in cars and stuff, driving all crazy, showing off. Wow, you just took that from somebody. That ain't your vehicle. This was not their money to take. I mean, and then, they took that boy's life. It's just so sad. So terrible, man. Let me mute this for this next little ad that's about to be on here. Okay. I don't know. I mean, these young people, like, they really need to grow up. I mean, I know there's been crime. There's always been crime.
No.
But it's just, I mean, the
Being in the know is a
criminals
good
are
thing.
getting
That's why
younger and
Discover
younger.
will alert you if your
And there's
social
always
security
been
number
young
is found on any one
criminals,
of thousands of
here and
risky
there.
sites.
But it's like the crimes that they're committing are worse.
Diedrich Devonshire Williams, please.
He's here on Prime, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Williams, you are charged with one count of first-degree murder. You have, which you are going to be held no bond at this point. Count 2 is a probation violation, no bond hold, and you also have operating without a valid driver's license, which the convenience bond is $25. I can tell you on the probation violation, sir, you are going to be going before your division judge on that charge, which is Michael Usan, Division FP, this Monday, June 25th at 8:30 a.m. State, announce your appearance for the record, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Eric Linder on behalf of the state.
And Heather Hendrickson on behalf of the state. Good morning.
Good morning or good afternoon.
Your Honor, the state is going to be seeking a no bond hold at this time, and we're going to be asking the court to make a finding of proof evident or presumption great for first appearance purposes only on the capital offense before the court, pursuant to Xxxtentacion of the state, Your Honor, and we are going to be relying upon the arrest warrant, the contents of the arrest warrant affidavit that have been provided to the court.
Okay.
Austin Sanders from the Public Defender's Office. As regards to the proof evident presumption great, all you have is an affidavit. There has been no witnesses subpoenaed by the court or presented testimony. If you actually read Xxxtentacion, it actually in those cites to instances, although you can have proof evident presumption great without live witnesses, there's usually corroborating evidence presented to the court as well. And in this case, there's not. Since there's no corroborating evidence, then we're asking that you not find proof evident presumption great.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Williams, I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit and other documents filed in your case, and I find probable cause. I further find the proof of guilt to be evident or the presumption great. Therefore, you're going to be held without bond on count 1 until further order of the court. This order is without prejudice, sir, for you to file a motion to set bond with your assigned division judge and set a hearing under State v. Arthur on the probation violation, which is a 2014 case. You're also going to be held no bond, and the operating without a valid driver's license. It's $25 bond. The court does find probable cause on the other counts. You'll see your division judge in Division FP, as I said earlier, Judge Michael Luson, this Monday. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Judge, just for the record, at this time we'd be invoking Mr. Williams' right to remain silent and not be questioned by law enforcement officer without our office. He did sign up today without office being notified in advance, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay. So, y'all leave y'all's thoughts and comments below. I thank God that these men have been arrested and that they are being charged with the murder, you know, so they're not gonna, hopefully they will not get away with anything, and hopefully these other 2 men will get caught and, you know, and this guy can get justice. It's so terrible. It's so sad, you know, and I know him and his mom were really close, you know, and it's so sad, man. Like, I can't even imagine, you know. I mean, that's every parent's worst nightmare, you know, is to lose a child. And it's so sad, but, you know, at least this mother, you know, she can rest easy knowing, you know, at least maybe she can have some sort of comfort knowing that her son touched millions and millions of people in the world, you know. He really did. So, I will talk to y'all later. If y'all want to send me anything, you can feel free to do so in my email, or you can add me on Facebook and send whatever you like through Messenger. If y'all have not subscribed to my other channel, please go do so now. Click on the link down below. Hit subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Thank you. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.